Assalamu alaikum learners and welcome to your science lessons. Our today's topic is hunting for worms. Yes, we're going to talk about some wiggly worms in this lesson. So let's have a look at the value of the month. The value of the month is tolerance. What is tolerance? Tolerance is an act of when you allow something to happen, whether you like it or not, or whether you agree with it or you disagree with it. Have a look at the theme. The theme of this week is students' resources. And you can refer to your science textbook for this lesson to page 14. What are you going to learn in this lesson? Your learning outcomes are: identify the perfect habitats for worms. Draw an earthworm with several segments and write a different fact about it in each segment. So here we go. Let's get started with the keywords first. On number 1, we have worm. Number 2, damp. Number 3, wormery. Number 4, underground. And number 5, soil. So this is your textbook, page 14. You can refer to it for some extra practice. Look at this animal. Do you know what is the name of this animal? Yes, you got it right. It's a worm. What do you think? Where might it live? Yes, it can live in the soil. You may find it on the farms or anywhere where there is soil. What do you think worms eat? Yes, they are living things, so of course they need food to stay alive. Worms eat scraps of food. They can change the food scraps into compost, which is very healthy for the plants to grow. They eat dead plants, they get their nutrients, everything that's in there in the soil. What more you know about worms? You can do a little research work and share it with the class. Let's hunt for worms. You know, learners, there is a special home designed if you want to have some worms, because some people purposely keep worms in their garden because they keep the soil good for the plants. A specially carefully designed habitat for worms is called wormery. And these worms, they live under the ground most of the time. The soil keeps their body moist, but we encourage them to come to the surface by making some noise and vibrations. We call this worm charming. And some of the activities farmers do sometimes is worm charming to get some worms from the ground, either for their animals on the farm or to keep their vegetables and fruits healthy, because they keep the soil very good and rich for plants to grow. Here is the link. This is also assigned to you on your Active Learn. You can click on the link, pause this video and see what do you understand by worm charming and what are the different ways you can make worm charming. What are the different ways of creating sounds, noises or vibrations to help the worms come out of the soil. Let's have a look at this. I have here 2 pictures. Which picture shows you the right habitat for worms? Picture 1, pathway, or picture 2, damp soil? Yes, got it right. Picture 2, damp soil is the right answer. Earthworms like to live in the damp soil because it keeps their skin nice and moist. And earthworms really need to stay moist, otherwise they can die. That's the reason they stay inside the soil, because the sun can cook them to death. Some of the more interesting facts you learned through the video, let's recall them and answer this. Earthworms breathe through what? Their skin or their nose? Yes, earthworms breathe through their skin, not their nose. Their skin is very special. Something more interesting? They don't have eyes. Yes, they feel the vibrations and move on. Let's have some activity. Open up your science copybook. Find as many earthworm facts as you can, and I want you to draw an earthworm with different segments. These segments, in each segment, you're going to write the fact about earthworm. And do write and think about, why do gardeners like to have earthworms in their garden? We did talk about it previously. So have a good time designing your earthworm, and you can do a little research work on different facts of earthworms. Here is the Google form. The link will be shared with you during your lesson. Let's talk about the success criteria. Can you identify the perfect habitat for worms? Choose your number, 4, 3, 2, or 1, and then can you draw an earthworm with several segments and write a different fact about it in each segment? Have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care. Assalamu alaikum.